another man enters the stage in the war on corruption, and that is newly sworn-in Chairperson of the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, Bishop Dr. David Oginde, who's just been in office 2 weeks, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you know, now that we're talking about corruption in the country, and that has been the basis of the previous story, many Kenyans continue to wonder about the war on corruption, the political motivation statements that we hear about it. Knowing all of this and, you know, the faith or maybe lack thereof that members of the public have in the war on corruption, why did you choose to take up this job?
I asked the same question myself. But obviously, the first thing I would say is that somebody has to do the job. And I have been very concerned about the way that things are happening in this country. I've engaged myself in different kinds of interventions on national issues. And so when this particular opportunity came up, several friends urged me to consider. I must confess I had not seriously considered it, even though it is part of my passion. Yeah. And the more I considered it, the more I thought, why not, you know, try it out and see what we can do? Because this issue of corruption is something that is really eating up our nation, and it has to be dealt with in a more, in a systematic way. So that is what really propelled me to get into this space, believing that something can be done and that we can reduce, if not eradicate, corruption. Okay.
Is there something around men of the cloth in this particular position? Your immediate predecessor was Archbishop Wabukala, and then now we have you, Bishop Oginde. Is there something we don't know, or is there something in there?
Maybe there is. Maybe there is. That is a question that has been asked so many times. I don't know whether it is by design or by coincidence, because this is a position that is competitively considered. And so there was no guarantee that I was going to be the one that we can say that there was something about the men of the cloth. But on the other hand, I think that we come from a place where we preach values. We believe that people should live a life of integrity, conduct themselves in a more moral manner. And so it really fits in with that which we preach.
And you believe you'll be more successful than your predecessor?
We are not comparing. I'm not here to compare between him and us. This is like a relay race. Every person passes on the baton, and I have picked it from where he has left. Okay. Take it to the next level, hand it over to another person. Right. Hopefully at a much better place than where we are now.
Indeed, we have much to talk about, specifically with the war on corruption, your vision, and indeed, you know, a lot of issues that have come up. There's new scandals with 8 months into the new administration, and much, much more to get into with regards to the war on corruption and the role that you intend to play during your tenure. That is Bishop Dr. David Oginde, who's the chairperson of the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, and he will be speaking with me